The B-side in boxing.
B-side shit.
B-side.
B-side.
And the B-side.
You got a B-side.
The B-side.
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 That B-side thing.
This is the B-Sides Boxing Podcast.
Oh shit, the boxing B-sides are back. Josh, Alex, how are you guys doing?
Good in the hood. Everything's all good.
Fucking, let's get into the boxing right away. Let's skip a little bit of the preamble. Into the reviews for this block. It's April 27th up to May 4th. The Guillermo Rigondeaux card did not happen, unfortunately. At least not that I've been able to find. So
He did not fight him.
Yep.
But what are you gonna do?
We missed out on a banger.
Hey, it's now scheduled for July 11th.
Oh, is it?
You feel like a box wreck.
Oh, cool.
Against TVA.
TBA as well.
Well, that's quite some time to find a suitable opponent. It's almost 2 months.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta choose Joe to main.
Yeah. Moving to Friday, May 2nd, in Times Square. Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Fatal Fury. More like fatal fucking dumb, stupid fucking boxing weekend, bro.
Fatal because the guy got stabbed near the ring?
That's the only action that happened all night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, actually, you know what? We'll get into it once we go up the card. I have one performance. I have one person I have to give props to.
Oh, yeah.
Ish.
Oh, I already know what you're talking about. But I go pro box. We already know what you're talking about because go pro box.
It's Reito Tsutsumi, isn't it? The only fucking exciting fight on the entire bill. I didn't watch the FDNY versus NYPD.
That fight had more action than all the fights on the weekend.
Oh
my god. Hey, no. We got one. We got a guy on the. We still got one. We got one fight to save boxing.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Was it the first one? Teofimo versus Arnold Barbosa?
That was a pretty good fight, actually. I like
that. That was the only performance I'll give any credit to on the card. Because it's not like Barbosa laid down. Lopez just actually showed up.
Yeah, that was what we were talking about.
Showed up and showed out.
We were talking about him potentially not showing up and that being the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, he did. I think he still lost a touch, but like this is as good as he's gonna be without a trainer.
I think the first 6 rounds of that fight were perfect. He fought amazing. After that, he kind of started screwing around a little bit too much. He started slowing down.
Yeah. I mean, it's better than
make a show of it.
Yeah, and you know what? I gotta respect him for that and we're gonna get into it right now. That's the only exciting part of the night.
Barbosa also didn't just lie down. Like, he did keep coming. So.
Well, the thing with Barbosa is that I kind of expected that performance from him. But at the same time, it's your first title match. It's your first time having the title right there, and he doesn't go out those last couple rounds, dude. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I just think like if you're getting outworked for 9 rounds, those last 3 rounds, you just gotta go for that knockout, dude. There's no way you're gonna win. You know what I mean? But we'll get into that a little later.
Teofimo, what's next for him? Because that was a really impressive performance. I was honestly, the bar for me was set pretty low. I wasn't expecting a whole lot out of him. But
there's not much in 140.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
147.
But also, I don't like it. I don't like him that much to not want to see Boots run him over.
Yeah, you can see a fight with him and Norman though.
True.
And then you can see a unification between Teofimo and Boots, but
yeah,
that's only.
Well, I don't count Norman out either.
Yeah, I was about to say I wouldn't take it as a foregone conclusion that Teofimo beats him. Even if he shows up like perfectly.
Well, I'm just saying
Yeah,
like
no,
a
like-
path for him. I'm saying like
Oh.
a path, like
Oh, I
what
see.
potential path for him if he
Yeah,
keeps winning. You know
he's
what I
the
mean?
WBO. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they don't
But yeah,
strip him for
I
being
think.
an insane racist.
Oh yeah, are we gonna talk about that right now?
Yeah,
Is
let's
that
go
the
for
elephant
it.
in the room? That is crazy. That is fucking nuts to
Oh,
say.
jeez.
Where that brother at? Where that brother at? That's that's crazier than what Ryan said. Honestly, actually, I take it back. I take it back. No, Ryan said some worse shit.
Ryan
This
was
one
worse,
crazy.
but also, like, come on, man.
It's just for attention, dude. It's just for attention and money. He
Oh.
turned heel. He turned heel.
Oh, that's what you call it.
Yeah,
I still think people are more. I still think people are more mad at Haney than Lopez.
Well, honestly, I kind of find him equal.
Oh my god.
Because Haney made me want to kill myself. We'll get into that right now.
That's just fuck Haney, bro. What
yeah.
the fuck is this, bro? Ramirez shows up as stinky as he possibly can, and you don't even fucking touch him, bro.
Bitched out.
Yeah, it was fucked up
Like-
on both their parts because Ramirez did not come at all. He did not come to fight, not one bit. And
Yeah, but we
Haney
knew
just-
that. We knew
Yeah,
he was that washed.
yeah, oh yeah, for sure. But we kind of expected that from Ramirez. We didn't expect much from Ramirez, but we kind of expected a good amount from Haney.
Oh
You know.
fuck, man,
He was scared, dude.
bro,
fucking
he was
Ramirez?
fighting the ghost of Ryan Garcia in there. Holy shit, and losing.
And yeah, it's just fucking.
This should have
sad.
been this should have been a draw, bro.
Okay, well no,
What?
that's too much. That's way too much, bro.
No, because this is like you ever watch that Rancis Barthélemy and Robert Easter Jr. fight?
Oh,
Yeah, that was.
goodness.
The same
Rancis.
shit. It's just because there's an A side. If it's two like B side guys like Barthélemy and Easter Jr., you give it's a draw. Fucking, who do you score? The guy coming forward and forcing the other guy to run, or the other guy who's not getting hit but not throwing punches either?
What
Well,
if,
at the same time, Haney landed more.
What if we
So-
disqualify both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
really
don't put him
the
in
I'm
the
down
fucking
with that.
rankings.
Seriously,
No
Devin Haney should have
contest.
been fucking
And don't
disqualified.
Fine.
pay him
Fine,
billions of
bro.
dollars.
Uh,
Haney's a fucking. chud.
Fuck, man. I was high on Haney, and then it's just like the past couple of years have just taken the life out of me. From being
Hey, you know
like,
what?
yeah, Haney's my guy. I believed in Haney when he was on the come up, and now we're at the point where I'm just like, oh my god.
The thing is, I know people like to bash on Haney, but you know what? I respect. I still give him a lot of respect. A
Yeah,
lot of
like he's
respect.
fighting the right fights and everything. It's just like shit like this isn't excusable.
For sure, yeah. But in my opinion, I think Haney has a lot more heart than others, and I'll get into right now after we talk about Ryan. 'Cause that's just, dude.
What's the
But at
thing
least Haney
Rolly
won his
said?
fucking fight.
What's the thing Rolly said? He's got the worst genetics.
Yeah,
whatever.
something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And where he can't crack an egg.
Dude,
Like-
Haney can't. Haney wouldn't even crack a broken egg.
Yeah, bro.
That's how fucked it. That's how fucked it is.
Were you guys around back when Paulie Malignaggi was still fighting, and there was that one? He had one of his last fights with like Sam Eggington or something, and
he teased
Paulie
off on
goes
him.
balls to the
Yeah.
wall, like 60 full power punches right at his chin, and fucking Eggman just laughs at him.
Yeah. He puts
That was
his hands down. He just stands there and takes it. It was
Yeah.
so funny.
That guy would definitely take a side piece.
Though, like, hey, literally, like, that would be Haney. That would be Haney if he threw.
That was Haney in the Ryan Garcia fight, bro. And that was Haney in this
Yeah.
fight, and that's gonna be
Yeah.
Haney in the future.
Fuck, dude. What do you even do next if you're Haney, bro?
I was about to ask.
Like, do you
Well-
fight Rolly or?
You could. Well, the thing is that I think he should still have the Ryan fight. I think that's the only fight that they have.
Yeah.
And
He
we'll
could
get
fight
to that when we
Rolly.
talk about Ryan.
He's
But,
technically at 147 now because he fought
I
at 143, 144 for his
Yeah,
last
sweet.
fight. So you
I
know
don't
what?
wanna
Fuck
see him
it.
in Rolly.
Give him boots. Fuck Haney.
no,
Give him
don't give him
let-
that money. Don't give him that fight.
Let Boots eviscerate this man.
You know, there's other people that deserve that fight way more than him. He fought Ramirez, who was a fucking fucking journeyman now, in my opinion. He's kind of over. What's the
He's
word?
over the hill gatekeeper.
Listen,
He's
man, he's not.
Yeah,
He's not
and
even the. He's not even the least qualified title challenger at
he's in the basura
147,
now.
man.
In the
Pacquiao.
basura.
Pacquiao's like ripped up, shitty trapo ass is still coming back for a title
Yeah.
shot. So like
Ah,
Haney is at least Haney's coming off a win if he were to fight a title for a title.
Yeah, but dude, it's fucking against Ramirez, who we didn't. Dude, it was, oh my god, bro.
Okay, but like Pacquiao got his ass beat by a kickboxer last year.
But you know what? They do that because it's money though, and that makes sense. And also at 147, who else is gonna fight Barrios?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's the biggest money fight that they can make.
Yeah. I mean Barrios
And
is
honestly-
winnable, but
And
that's
honestly,
besides
I'll
the
watch
point.
that shit. I'll watch that shit because I want to see Pacquiao win. I think he has a chance of winning.
what?
No, it's just this is never gonna end if he wins.
Well, you know what? Barrios is so. Okay, again, I gotta give Barrios credit. He's a boxer. He has all the respect in the world for me. However, just skill-wise, he just doesn't have it. He doesn't have that it factor. It's another Ramirez, another
but-
Barboza. He's just tall.
Yeah.
He got knocked out by Tank. He got almost knocked out by Abel Ramos. He went to war with Abel Ramos, dude.
Yeah, he also beat the dog shit out of Ugas though.
Well, honestly, that's Ugas, bro. Is Ugas that great of a fighter, too?
Well, he beat the dog shit out of a better version of Pacquiao.
Ugas beat the dog shit out of a better version of Pacquiao.
I don't know about dog shit, but
Yeah. Well,
y'all see the like clip after the fight of Pacquiao's wife like spooning the applesauce.
I have not seen that.
no.
I
have not-
what?
He's
But they-
sitting in the hotel like he's unable to even pick up the spoon and eat it, bro.
Well,
That's
It's in the
weird, bro.
hotel. In the hotel, like a day or two after the fight with Ugas.
Either way, Pacquiao was old. Pacquiao was still old.
He's
at
so
that time.
old. Like he should not be back for a title fight. So my
don't
point
know.
being is
still
not
don't-
even the worst. Haney would not be the worst title challenger at 147, and I support him getting the shit kicked out of him by Ennis
Maybe Barrios.
for my entertainment.
Let him fight Barrios after Pacquiao.
Who else is-
sad?
Who else isn't? Yeah, no.
Ryan.
Haney, like it's not even like I want to see Haney lose. Like I just don't want to see Haney. I'm sick of it.
Yeah. The thing is, it's worse than Shakur. It's worse than Shakur.
Nah.
Yeah,
I can't say he's worse than Shakur.
Yeah,
Shakur actually turns
yes.
around and runs. We got the
No, you know
we have
what?
clips of.
You know what, dude? The thing is that Shakur, he fought supposedly with one hand, dude, against Edwin De Los Santos. Haney fought with two hands and ran the whole fight. And honestly,
Yeah,
you can't even hate on Shakur anymore. I can't even hate on Shakur.
I can hate
Yeah.
on both.
Oh, well, yeah, you can hate on both, but at the same time, it's like I don't even blame Shakur anymore. I don't even think
Yeah.
Shakur had the worst performance out of all of them. We'll get into that right now.
Devin Haney
But-
is a bitch about it. Like he's
Yeah,
a
that's true. At
whiny,
least Shakur-
whiny little bitch, and that's why.
At least Shakur, he owns it.
Yeah,
Shakur owns
Shakur-
being boring. At least.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He acts a clown like for promotion. Like, oh, I'm gonna knock his ass out. Like, you can't crack an egg, buddy. Like,
You
who-
couldn't even knock Josh Padley out, bro.
like,
Come
Who are
on.
we kidding? But at least he doesn't like whine all the time the way that the Haneys do. Both him and
Yeah.
his dad.
Oh Jesus.
It's
Yeah,
sad.
if I
It's
never had to
really sad.
hear a Bill Haney again, I'd be happy.
The thing is that they didn't take the thing that pissed me off is that they didn't take the loss of pride, and
Right.
that they say that they still have the O. That's like
No,
Obviously,
the fuck
I
you
know-
did not. No, you don't.
Yeah,
I
you
know
got-
what
yeah,
I
the-
saw.
exactly you
Yeah.
got the shit beat out of you. You got shit kicked out of you by Ryan Garcia, who we'll get to right now again. Who lost to fucking Rolly Romero? Jesus Christ.
That was
Are we-
funny as fuck. I'm sorry. That fight
Are
was
we-
funny as fuck.
Are we just gonna like ignore the fact that Haney is fucking like has been defeated by a guy that was defeated by Rolly Romero? That okay, dude. Oh my god, it's starting. It's
Yeah,
starting.
he made Ryan made Rolly look competent there, and that's
That's quite a few.
That's horrible.
Oh my god. You made Rolly look like a boxer, bro. What the fuck?
Are we talking about the Ryan fight now?
I wanted to say one last thing about the Devin Haney one, and that was that
Sure.
I legit felt like I was so fucking bored I fell asleep. I didn't watch the whole thing. I think I passed out around round 7. It was so fucking terrible.
It was one of those fights where you could just go do something else and not to worry about it. Like you knew
didn't
what
miss
was going to
anything.
happen.
Yeah, you didn't miss
exactly.
anything.
And the thing is that
No,
I keep talking. Actually, Josh, you can talk. I've been talking too much.
no, it's all good. I was watching that clip on Twitter of like the sped up fight.
Or the clown.
Yeah, not even the clown music. The first one I saw posted was during the fight being like, hey, here's a clip of the last round, and it was like sped up, but there were like 2 punches thrown.
Dad.
Just
was
bad.
horrible.
And then, man, Rolly, good for Rolly, man.
Yeah, let's get into
Yeah.
it. Rolly wins the WBA regular fucking title.
Good for Rolly. Again,
Over the Batmobile, Ryan Garcia.
good for
The
Rolly.
Batmobile lost
Ryan-
its wheel. And
Nothing,
Rolly got
nothing.
away.
Yeah. Oh,
I'll be
God.
honest. After I saw that Haney fight, I literally told my pops, I was like, dude, there's nothing that could be worse than this, dude.
It got worse.
It got worse. It got way worse. Ryan
so?
Garcia loses. Yeah, Ryan Garcia losing Udi to Rolly Romero, in my opinion, is way worse than Haney winning via decision against Ramirez.
Yeah, like, oh no,
Lose. Sorry,
you lose
sorry.
a boxing match to Romero. You didn't even get stopped. You lost a boxing match.
That's the thing. And you know what pisses me off more is that he uses the excuse that there was no crowd. I understand that the crowd is a factor. It's a big factor, but the fact that you lose a fight against Rolly Romero because you don't have a crowd is the most bullshit thing I've heard. You're
I was
telling
gonna
me
say,
that
bro, like, Rolly Romero came up on Showbox, bro. He had no crowd.
exactly, yeah, and fucking COVID and shit too.
Yeah, COVID Showbox had no fucking crowd, bro.
Yeah,
And you're telling me
was
that you
pretty
couldn't-
dire.
You couldn't beat a guy that got knocked out to Pitbull Cruz, that got knocked out to Tank, that almost got knocked out by my grandpa, and yet you're gonna claim, oh, it was other factors. I didn't train that much. It's like, dude,
Yeah. Like,
This
come on,
was
man.
horrible.
Rolly took 7 rounds to stop fucking known Reddit user Anthony Yigit, bro.
yeah, it's like, what the fuck? And
What are you doing?
I get it that he got knocked down in round 2. That's when I knew, oh shit, he lost his heart. He lost his heart because when he got up, he did he started boxing after that. He started just jabbing, one. That's all. Just kept using one to jab.
You can literally count Rolly's punches as he goes like, eh.
Eh.
Yeah, you literally fucking
Anyway,
hear it. That's how you.
eh.
Yeah, just the whole fight, bro. I hate this shit.
But you know what? I for 12 rounds, I just kept thinking like, man, I think this is the round that Ryan turns it up. Come on, this gotta be the round that Ryan turns it up. Come on,
No.
dude.
Such
Turn
optimism.
it up. What are you doing? And that's optimism, bro. It was chopped. The whole fight
The
was
second the
horrible.
knockdown happened, I was just like, man, what are we doing, bro?
Yeah, it was horrible, man. It was horrible. I think that itself makes that. I think that loss is worse than Haney's loss to Ryan Garcia.
Well, yeah, because at least like Haney just got his ass beat because like he can't send anything back. What the fuck are you doing getting outboxed by Rolly?
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is
This
that
guy's
now
got no skills, no defense, no footwork, no punch placement,
that Haney's also can use the excuse that Ryan Garcia was
no
the
height,
fence
no
now.
reach. He's got no height, no reach. Rolly's got power, and like he can't land it most of the time.
The thing is that Haney has an excuse now that like he lost.
Yeah, it really
because
was.
of
The fucking Austrian.
the testosterone. Yeah, he can use that shit now. And honestly, like most people will probably just say, yeah, that's probably why he lost. After seeing the Rolly fight with Ryan, how do you lose to Rolly Romero, but you win against someone like Devin Haney? That is crazy to me.
In such
That is-
shitty, spectacularly shitty fashion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You didn't even lose to fucking
Man.
knockout. I would have rather seen Ryan Garcia get knocked out by Rolly Romero than see him lose a UD.
Yeah,
I
because
would've-
like at least like you go like, okay, yeah, Rolly's got power, whatever, but like Rolly can't. Again, he has no defense, no punch placement, no hand speed, no footwork. His reach sucks. He's got no chin. So like, what are we
Nothing.
doing here? What do we do? He's
Well,
got
the thing is,
power.
actually, he's got power, but the thing is also I did see he had a little bit of improvement with the new trainer. Just a little bit.
Oh, he's
But-
a new trainer.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, dude, you cannot lose or use unanimous decision Rolly Romero. Otherwise, you're ass.
No, like, bro,
You know
this
what I
guy
mean?
started. This guy started boxing at like what age? Like age 20, bro.
Yeah.
Like this, fucking, he hasn't improved since day one either.
I know, it's just, dude, it's a sad sight to see. Honestly, just the whole card itself was just at first it seemed pretty cool, and honestly, in fucking what's the word? In theory, it should have been like monumental. You know, Times Square, the whole world watching. You know, in fucking New York, in the
Yeah.
middle of Times Square.
Yeah.
That's awesome. However, you don't have no crowd. You have. I thought they were gonna have the fight playing on the big screen, like the advertisement screens,
Yeah, I thought so too.
which would have been legendary. But it was just it looks so elitist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
at the end of the day, that's not boxing, dude. Boxing's not for the elite.
No,
Boxing is
man.
the
Are you ready?
sport.
Are you ready for even less people at Alcatraz?
What'd you say?
Oh, they want to
You
do a
ready?
card there, don't they?
Yeah, the next Ring TV whatever card is gonna be at fucking Alcatraz.
But see, the thing is that you expect that to be kind of ass, though.
Okay, but
No.
putting it in Times Square is kind of ass. Like,
I
I'm
think
gonna
in theory that should have been awesome.
nah. Whatever.
What they should have done was they
Honestly-
should have opened up the gates and just let the people watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And let you
You know
continue
what's
to hear 'em,
hilarious
you know?
though? As
What's
much
up?
as we can bitch about this card, this isn't as bad as the weekend. This weekend of boxing specifically gets worse. It only gets
Yeah.
worse. This is as good as it gets for now. The
Uh,
next card
Friday
is
and Saturday.
fucking terrible.
Friday
Saturday-
and Saturday are horrible.
Well,
I think honestly Friday and Saturday were the worst. We're gonna talk about them more later on, but I think Friday and Saturday, in my opinion, was probably the worst like days of boxing I have ever seen in my life.
second worst. I remember the second year that Eddie Hearn did fight camp in his backyard. That was the worst.
No, I disagree because
That was the
just because
worst.
of the names and all the promotion and everything for these fights, dude.
I guess this is the
It-
most
it-
disappointing for sure.
Yeah, which makes it the worst to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it more right now. But back to Rolly and Ryan, dude. Jesus Christ, Ryan, he needs to go back to the gym. I don't even know if I want to see him again. That's the thing, because losing to Rolly, how bad you got to be to lose to Rolly, dude? How
Yeah, it's so
fucking
fucked up.
That is fucked up. He had no dog in him. He had no heart in him. Where the fuck did it go? That wasn't the Ryan I saw during the Haney fight, especially the Ryan I didn't see during the fucking before Tank. You know what I mean? And he said he
Oh,
was
yeah.
clean, he was focused, and I believed him. You know, I honestly believed him, and I feel stupid for believing him. And I think I don't really want to see him fight again, bro. I mean, I still am. I'm still gonna watch his fight, but still, I really don't want to pay for it.
not gonna be excited about it.
Exactly, not like before.
Oh
was-
Jesus,
I
yeah.
was kind of looking forward to seeing him knock out Rolly.
I
That was
looking
like the
forward to
only
that.
lock. That was the only
Yeah.
lock, really.
Oh, so
Oh
many
my
people probably
God.
lost money on that shit.
Listen, man, I could have told you. I literally told you. You can pull up the clips of the stinky, like
Yeah.
the Haney Ramirez being stinky as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I think we did
I
not
was-
say that. I apologize to the whole fucking boxing fan base or something.
They should.
Haney should.
Yeah.
Yeah, Haney should. Turkey, you fuck off.
Turkey, bro.
Fuck Turkey, bro. Seriously. Like actually,
Yeah,
like
this is the end point. This is the natural point that we were gonna get to from the start.
yeah, it's just fuck Turkey.
Guy's getting
Freaking-
paid $6 million for him to play with his action figures, and then like, turns out you don't know shit about the sport and put these morons in with each other in
Yeah.
a place that no one cares about.
Oh well, again, the thing is that the New York card really, if they did it right, I think it could have been like monumental. But they
Yeah.
fucked it up with their elitist shit. Their fucking
Oh,
Saudi
yeah.
Arabian bullshit.
Oh well, it only gets worse. There's Saturday.
Yeah, speaking of Saudi Arabian bullshit, let's fucking continue right into Saturday in Riyadh. Canelo Alvarez and William School exist with each other for 12 rounds. So that was pretty nice.
Let's start with the card. It was.
This
You
one,
know what?
Muhammad.
There's one good fight in this card. Badu Jack, mad respect. Badu Jack still putting in the work.
still squeaking them out.
Still squeaking him out, but the fight was good.
Yeah, it
was
was.
a good fight.
It was.
Like, good, solid tear up. Badu Jack still hangs on to his title, so he can be on another one of these cards when they need a guy.
Another thing too, I understand that you guys said that was the only fight. And another thing too is that I want to add in Marco Verde's debut. I think that's someone that we should be watching for the future. Marco Verde. Did you guys watch that fight, right?
Yeah, I did catch the half a round.
No, I missed
He looked
it.
pretty-
I'll have to catch it.
He looked pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty good. He seems like
for half
he has
a
some
round, yeah. Half a round, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I was talking more like the main fights, like Martin Bakoli and Ajagba. Like
I understand.
Bacol, for the love of God, bro, your weight, like he can't show up looking like the Michelin Man anymore.
300 plus
AKA
pounds.
George Foreman
They,
too.
yeah, but George Foreman was in shape to go all 12, or he paced himself to look like he was in shape.
Yeah. You know what? Are we gonna start talking about
Bacol got outpaced for half the fight by Efe Ajagba.
The known athletic, really dynamic guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
man.
guy who definitely does not fight underwater, Efe Ajagba.
Is there gonna be more Bacoli overrated shots fired at him? Are we
Honestly,
gonna
like,
start saying that?
nah, I think he's properly rated. Like, if you're gonna sit in front of him, and if you're just gonna sit in front of him, like,
Oh, he'll
yeah, he's
clobber
gonna
you.
use all 300. Yeah, he's gonna use all 300 pounds and beat the shit out of you. If you have any lateral movement, he's probably cooked.
As demonstrated by F.A. Ajagba. The draw, absolutely not. I think they spared Bacoli there.
Yeah, like Ajagba definitely. Not to say Ajagba like ran away with it, but it's definitely like you labored to a nice win ish against a 300-pound dude.
Was that a pun? Ran away with it.
Lightly jogged away with it. Fuck.
That you know what? That fight was probably the second most entertaining fight on this card.
It was crazy. 275 was like against Tony Yoka. They looked great.
I think it's Jared Anderson.
He's like
It was
280.
284,
Yeah.
which is like, yeah, you're letting yourself go, but like, fine. You're still like in what resembles an athletic form. 300 is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Butterbean level.
Fuck, dude. He did look like Butterbean.
It was big. Everybody was big.
Fuck, dude.
Not
Good
sure.
for Jagba.
I don't know how to segue into Jaime Munguia trying his best to do a Canelo impersonation. The times.
What? carrying a guy to the finish line.
Yeah. The time with the Reynoso camp, which shows.
Yeah.
Bruno
He's got his hands up.
Yeah.
Just got his hands up.
That seems to be all he had, though. He didn't really seem interested in doing anything else.
Listen, man, Bruno. This fight shouldn't have been to begin with. This was a huge fuck up from Munguia.
I still want to see more of Saras.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I'm not saying Saras isn't fun. I want to see him back, but
I think he'd be a
Man.
good top rank fighter if he were to sign with top rank, get undercard.
True, he's a good Janibek opponent.
Yeah, and you know what? Honestly, like he'd be a good appetizer fights.
He's a good Janibek opponent, actually. You're so right.
Yeah. And the thing is that, like, honestly, I thought that was a really good Munguia performance. I thought Munguia. I know you guys can clown on me, and you guys might clown on me, but that was the most technically sound Munguia has ever been, in my perspective.
I don't know. He was really disciplined.
Yeah,
No, I know. It's just that it was in the Canelo way, where he's the past couple fights before the fucking disgrace we're about to talk about, where he'll just carry a guy.
Well, I don't think Munguia carried him so much as just that he was just being very, very careful himself.
Yeah.
Because he was probably scared of getting knocked out again.
Again, yeah.
Stick to the plan this time.
Yeah, stick to the plan, exactly. Which
Don't Homer Simpson a guy. Yeah.
Don't Munguia out.
Don't bong him. Yeah. I was waiting for that.
And even though I gotta give Munguia his props, and I also gotta give Saras his props. They put up a decent fight. You know what I mean? They had a decent fight on a fucking otherwise janky ass weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a little bit more for the technical fans than it would be for what you would normally expect from Jaime Munguia.
True. I don't know. I just I liked the Badu Jack one enough that this is how to I feel like that's a good example in the same card of you're not being apprehensive about it, but you're still showing your skills and being careful.
Yeah. It was an alright fight.
Well, at least he didn't.
I don't mind. I don't mind it. I'm being a little critical just because these entire two cards were fucking terrible. But
I think we should
not
get
bad
the big reason
for
why.
me. Oh my god.
William
Scull needs.
Yeah, William Scull. It's school, right?
Skull.
William
They were
Scull.
saying school.
School.
Yeah, Cuban.
He's got to go
William
back to
Scull.
boxing school, maybe. Fuck.
Get a new skull at
probably.
your fucking boxing school.
Oh my god.
How much blame, or how do you apportion the blame? Because for me, it's 70-30. William Scull bears the lion's share, while Canelo has. It's also his fault for not being able to end that fucking farce.
I'm at
you know what? You want to
go
first?
ahead, Alex. No, you go first.
I'm gonna say 60-40 Canelo, bro. Because you know what, Canelo, I get it. You can say that. Oh, I don't like fighting those type of fighters. Motherfucker, he's the one that chose to fight him. He's the one that wanted to fight him. And I get it. He was running around the ring, but Canelo's forte for the past I don't even know how many years is the ability to cut off the ring in a swift manner and deliver some devastating shots to guys like that. I don't think William Scull was worse than Caleb Plant. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Caleb Plant actually engaged though ever.
Well, yeah, that he engaged, but Plant moved a lot better than William Scull, in my opinion.
Yeah,
William Scull ran.
Moved better than William Scull did.
Exactly, and Canelo was able to knock him out. But you're telling me that Canelo couldn't knock out fucking William Scull, bro?
Here are my thoughts on that. One, No, at 60-40, but Canelo's only got 40% of the blame. He's definitely like more. He's definitely not as good as he was against Plant or Saunders anymore. But also, please note that when he caught Plant and Saunders, it was when Saunders and Plant were engaging.
True.
That is very
Like
true.
when Plant was on, like the dynamic of the fight was that Canelo was timing Plant as whenever Plant got a bit of confidence and engaged, and Saunders' eye got completely fucked when he threw that dumbass hook.
Yeah. Well,
So Canelo's. I feel like Canelo's bread and butter hasn't been ring cutting for a long time now. It's been a lot of like, you set the traps, the other guy engages, and you counter and build off of that. Because he countered Plant to the body enough times to slow him down and then get to him. But if Skull gave us a fucking performance where he just did not engage at all. And like Canelo, especially like the diminished Canelo of today, there's no building block to build off of and get to a stoppage.
The thing is that when Canelo actually like engaged, instead of going after the body, went after the head, he was doing some work. He did some pretty good work. That was like round 12.
But Skull also, the thing is that you give Skull space to steal around that way.
But the thing is that when Canelo did that, Skull didn't do jack shit.
Yeah.
He would try to throw, but he would lose that engagement, which.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like he could have done that shit from the beginning. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And I don't know. It was abysmal. The fact that Canelo, a guy I've been watching for 12 years, couldn't cut the ring off, someone like that. But I gotta understand that he's washed out.
He's not as good as he used to be, and Skull is like a uniquely negative fighter.
Well, we saw Devin Haney. True. I don't think it's that unique.
But... Well,
yeah. Honestly, the thing is that you
talk.
It's just the way they engage, though. Like Skull, like think of like Boots and Karen Chukazadian, their first fight. It's very similar frustration where like it's one guy being extremely negative. With Haney, it's different. I like to think it's different with Haney because it's not like that is how he is naturally. It's how he has to be.
I see.
Is that your Haney bias talking?
That's a slight Haney bias, but also the fact that like he can't engage when he wants to.
He did with Ramirez from like he had spots of it.
He has a heart that can show itself sometimes. Like even with Prograis, like he was eating Prograis up, and with Cambosos too. He just doesn't have the power to finish those fights, but he has a will to engage sometimes. He just can't because of all the other factors he doesn't have. Guys like Skull and Chukazadian they don't. They Black choose that their plan A is to not engage. There's no reason for it.
Also, how the fuck did Skull become mandatory in the IBF, dude? Who the hell did he become the mandatory? I know.
Vladimir Shishkin.
I understand that, but I mean, like, who did he fight to win him to go up the ladder? Is what I'm saying.
A lot of the time, it's not like who you fight. Like, it's not who, but it's like this guy's in the rankings at the right time. Cause it's the IBF.
Yeah.
It's the IBF.
Yeah,
it's
the
short explanation. Like if you fight who they want you to fight, you'll get a title fight.
I said this with Shanada earlier or a few days ago, and it was something I noticed about this has happened before with Canelo, where when he fought Chavez, that was like 10 years ago, but everybody was clamoring for the Golovkin fight. And then the Chavez fight happens. It was a really shitty just event in general. And afterwards, they march out Golovkin, and they have the little face-off or whatever in the ring. And it's like, because this, of course, it makes sense why the Chavez fight sucked. because he was just there to get paid, and he was a placeholder. So I'm wondering if William Skull kind of had the same instructions, and that was like, we can't afford for Canelo to be like seriously hurt, even if you're not capable of doing it. Don't risk it, because we have the Bud fight lined up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually still think Crawford loses that one.
I disagree.
We just saw Crawford. Crawford's also old as fuck. Like, this is not prime Crawford. He threw that shit away on Top Rank fighting Cans and Sean Porter. Dude.
I think
we just saw him struggle. We just saw him struggle with Madrimov's power. It was specifically like Madrimov popping him and keeping him honest.
The thing is that is it more that so it's not who's going to be a better fighter. It's going to be who's more washed.
Yeah. And I just think
Canelo.
like
Canelo's been fighting a lot longer.
It's going to be Crawford's moving up like 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Madrimov, specifically the factors were like counterpunching and power that gave Crawford trouble with Madrimov, which are both things that Canelo can do. Crawford's feet are not all that and never have been. That's never been his specialty.
I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you this, dude. He's not gonna be engaging that much. He watched that fight with Skull, and he was watching.
Yeah, but he can't. He just can't. Like,
can't replicate it.
If he can't replicate the footwork, if Crawford's footwork really was all that, he would have put away Porter in 6 rounds.
You're calling Crawford ass?
I'm saying Crawford's one weakness is movement. I'm saying he's very crafty, and he knows how to place his shots. He's got a good defensive mind and offensive mind. He's a generational talent, obviously, but he's washed. He's moving up 20 pounds in weight, and movement has never been his strong suit, especially with guys who come directly at him. Like Sean Porter, like reasonably, the way Sean Porter was coming at him, if he like had sort of those extra dimensions of lateral movement, he probably could have caught Porter way earlier. Instead, he had to wear Porter down. He had to wear Porter down.
I see what you're saying, and I do agree with you. My thing is that I just think Canelo is so old in boxing years, dude, that I just don't think he'll be doing much in there. I don't see that Canelo. I'm gonna be honest with you, that Canelo versus Skull, dude, that was the worst I've ever seen Canelo. Just in general, as a fighter, the way he moved, the way he looked, everything just looked off, dude. You guys agree with me with that, at least?
No, I agree. He looks like he's lost another step.
Yeah.
It's the worst he's looked in a long time.
Yeah.
I think ever, dude. I just think he just looked horrible.
I think the Lara fight showed that he didn't have enough steps, whereas now he's showing he's losing steps, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I just think the fight, like the way the fight is set up, is to Canelo's advantage.
For sure.
If this fight happened 2 years ago, and like Bud actually fought more than once a year to get used to the new weights, like in the timeline where he doesn't waste time fighting guys like Mean Machine and Amir Khan, and actually like
Kel fucking Brook
leaves. Yeah, like he leaves Top Rank instead of re-signing with them. I think this fight is a lot more in Crawford's favor. Instead, we're like, this fight, if it were to happen, like it could, if this fight totally could, like Crawford's ascent totally could have happened years earlier if he had just not re-signed for an extra 2 years to piss away with Top Rank.
The thing is that also with Top Rank, there's not a lot of at welterweight, at least there weren't a lot of guys there.
That's why the re-signing was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that like his options when his contract was up was re-sign with Top Rank and fight nobody, or go to PBC and fight Spence,
Thurman, Porter. I think Danny Garcia was still in the mix.
Mikey Garcia was in the mix too.
Which like Horn, some shit.
Yeah, he fought Jeff Horn, Amir Khan, Benavidez Jr.,
David Avanesian.
Pacquiao would have come into the fold as well, because Pacquiao ended up shifting to PBC.
And he still could have had those shitty fights with Kell Brook and everything because those guys were still like, yeah, they're British guys, but they've come over to PBC already, like when Spence was Kell Brook's mandatory.
The thing is I think I got a feeling that Crawford probably was trying to reach for a Pacquiao fight. And I think if Crawford did get that Pacquiao fight, I think he would have became a superstar.
No, but he would have come over. Let's say he still beats Spence. He comes over, he beats a prime Spence, and then fights Pacquiao. And then moves up.
Yeah, I mean...
And this all happens 2 or 3 years earlier. So instead of right now where he's 37, he already looks like he's lost a step or two from the Madrimov fight, and it's been a year. It will have been over a year since the Madrimov fight, too. So he's going to be like 38. He's like a nice 34 or 35 who grew into the weight normally. And he's not moving up 3 weight classes at the end of his career.
Not as washed.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know. We got to see.
It's an interesting fight.
The thing is, you're saying like Crawford was ass that fight? Like he looked horrible? I mean, honestly, the type of fighter he is, honestly, like I think that's the best performance we could have had with him. Because you know what, I think because if we go back to how Virgil fought Madrimov, Virgil was just a come forward straight up Mexican fighter.
Yeah.
He had a better performance, but that's only because of his style. I mean, styles make fights. You guys know that.
But that's why I think Crawford's lack of like lateral control is what's gonna get him with Canelo.
I disagree. I just think that Canelo, yes, he hits hard, but can he even catch Crawford? Can he catch him?
Well, if Madrimov could.
Well, how many times did Madrimov catch Crawford? He didn't catch him a lot to the point where it's like, yes, he caught him. He caught him hard, but he didn't catch him a lot.
But it's not concerning with Madrimov. But again, go up 3 weight classes and it's Canelo.
I mean, we'll see.
You're more concerned. Well, we will see. Especially because Crawford really hasn't been caught to the body ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he gets knocked out, that's probably gonna be how he gets knocked out.
It's like because he's never really been touched to the body. I think Porter tried, but he got clocked every time he came in for it. So
he did all right in the first few rounds, but
I had him up going into that last round, but like by a point or two. I thought he stole enough, but I mean it didn't end up mattering.
We got another card to get to, so
a good one.
Yeah, we're gonna have to rehash this as it gets closer in September. So
yeah,
we'll definitely be talking more about this.
Going into the Inoue fight, like that card, I just like that the Terrence Crawford thing with Canelo, that face off was pretty cool. That was pretty awesome, and I'm glad they're having it in Vegas. Only thing is that they're having it on a fucking Friday, bro. That's stupid.
That is
it was so perfect until they dropped the ball right there, having it on a fucking Friday.
Fucking Friday.
I mean,
oh boy.
We'll see.
Is it September 12th?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. At this point, just put it on the fucking 16th and just whatever. If you're not going to do it on Saturday, then who gives a shit what day you do it?
Yeah.
On the fucking 18th. Do it on literally on fucking
Independence
the holiday.
Day, yeah.
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 Fuck it. Fuck turkey, bro. Fuck turkey, LSU.
Fuck turkey.
Fuck him to hell. Fuck him up my ass.
Imagine how much of an event this would be if it were an Al Heyman PBC card.
That's the thing. If Al Heyman was running shit, dude, like it actually had like good control over boxing, man, it would be like the HBO days once again. I miss those days. Every time I see these cards, I'm like, man, I miss the fucking when boxing felt like an event. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like the
even just the storytelling and the little Showtime documentaries or
All Access or
24 all access. 24/7 or All Access, because like the little shitty documentaries the Zone does now is like it's not the same. The heart isn't there.
Top Rank tries to do it too. And
even Top Rank feels better.
Yeah, it just feels homogenized though, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But PBC, they do their shit right. But
Oh,
they don't do it enough. But they do this shit right.
All right, I kind of stripped down what's on this card. Do you have anything on the undercard that really stood out to you? I have Emiliano Vargas and Rohan Polanco. Those are the two that I
Emiliano.
picked. Yeah.
Hey,
Good-
Rafael
good-
Spinoza looked good.
Yeah, definitely
real
have
good.
him on there, main and co-main.
Huh.
But
Emiliano did great as always.
yeah,
Soon.
yeah. One
Also,
of
a
his
month out,
brothers is
too.
fighting soon.
Month out from his last fight is pretty crazy.
Oh, well, if it's TKO in the second, I would be fighting pretty soon as well.
I understand that, but like
Right.
a month, I think it was.
Well, that's
a
how
little
it
less
is
than a
for
month,
like the
right?
young. How it is for the young guys though. Like
Well, yeah,
sometimes,
Abdullah Mason does
especially for those IBF rankings, activity's really rewarding.
But do enough guys do it though? Is what I'm saying. I mean, I just like seeing an exciting fighter do it multiple times. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Within a year.
Rohan Polanco did not look as awesome as I had hoped. I was expecting him to bomb out Fabian Maidana, but he did not. That was unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, it's David Maidana, but at the same time, he still doesn't have the worst chin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He has a pretty good chin.
Yeah.
He didn't look bad. Rohan Polanco.
No, he didn't look terrible, but I was hoping for another fireworks display.
Oh,
Got to
yeah.
get put him with the right fighters.
Yeah, I gotta set my expectations better, I think. Expectations met, expectations exceeded. Rafael Espinoza stops Edward Vasquez in 7. Could those uppercuts just could not miss? It was unbelievable.
Nope. They just generally
Crazy.
don't miss for Espinoza. Same with the Robezy. They just don't miss.
It was a pretty good fight.
Very
Very
excited to see him thriving. I like Espinoza. His contemporaries, Angelo Leo has a fight coming up that we'll be talking about next time. Nick Ball would be fucking hilarious, and Stephen Fulton.
I need no
I-
Nick Ball. I'm sold.
Do not put
I'm sold.
That's way too funny. They're like a foot
I'm
height
sold.
difference.
Exactly. I'm sold.
That wouldn't be hard to put together too, because
It would be.
Queensberry.
Yeah, it would be. Well, no, Queensberry and Top Rank do collab a lot.
Aram and
Yeah.
Warren have been friendly forever.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have a co-promotional like pact. So if there's ever a Top Rank fighter that needs to go to the UK, it's managed by Queensberry, and then if there's a Brit fighter that comes over from Queensberry, it's done by Top Rank. Like Tyson Fury.
I like that. I like that. Because you know what?
Yeah.
It's like Al Heyman to fucking Bob is like Eddie to fucking Warren. Like Frank Warren is the British Bob Arum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just glazing at this point.
I
Oh,
always
man.
refer to WBO not just whatever Bob orders, but it's also Warren's Boys Only.
Yeah, Warren's Boys
Yeah.
Only is also good.
Yep. But still,
Sounds good.
Espinoza, he's in good company. I really rate Stephen Fulton. His win over Brandon Figueroa was just beyond impressive to me. Like, Inoue
Both.
did him dirty, but he's still really fucking good.
Yeah. Especially that second one where like that could not have been tough. That could not have been easy to rebound from the beatdown that Inoue put on him.
Yeah. But
Like
when
rebounding and
Bozy-
having a more convincing win than the first time with B-Fig.
Yeah.
Good shit. That being said, Nick Ball, please. It's
Nick
funny.
Ball Espinoza for the memes.
Please, bro. They have a foot difference. Those
They'll put that shit real hard.
uppercuts are going to be heat-seeking missiles on Nick Ball, bro.
Yeah,
He's
but
gonna be
Nick
bouncing that ball around the ring.
That's
Oh,
getting
man.
the little pun song that I put in sometimes.
Yeah, the sound
Let's
bite.
go.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's talk about the main event and fight of the year.
Oh man, I
Potential.
was expecting Cardenas to be finished way earlier. I certainly didn't expect him to be potentially stealing some of the rounds.
And knocking down Inoue, bro.
Yeah.
Can we
in the
not? Can we
second.
talk about that, dude? Like, what the fuck?
I think
Yeah.
it's the same shit that he fell for with Luis Neri.
Yeah, exactly.
He got timed coming in, and down he goes. Like that's a fucking problem. You're getting caught like this. What's gonna happen if you move up to 126 and it's one of Espinosa's heat-seeking uppercuts? You
They're also
can't-
both
What if it's Nakatani catching you clean with that shit?
Oh my god,
hell no.
he's just a beautiful counterpuncher. Like I would not be surprised if Inoue, who has a chin, if he were to get I don't know, be really hurt from.
But now I'm more excited though. It's not like a throwaway thing. Now it's even more exciting to see that fight.
Now that Inoue
Sure,
looks
yeah.
more human.
Yeah. Well, Nakatani also doesn't look very human, but they're suited for each other.
The
True.
thing is that honestly, that with this fight altogether, it was amazing. That's all you got to say. It was perfect. And the thing is that the way that Inoue got knocked out in round 2, Ryan Garcia got knocked out in round 2. The difference is that one had a heart, one didn't. Inoue came back and just beat the shit out of Raymond. And I got to give all the props to Raymond, because you know what? Not many people have done that to Inoue. Not many people have had Inoue dig deep like that. Because Inoue for a bit was hurt. I think he looked more hurt than he was with Neri, in my opinion.
He didn't look terribly hurt either time, I would
No,
say.
it was just a good shot.
Yeah.
Both of them were just good shots.
He looked like
I
he
think
had his
no,
wits about him.
I disagree. I think he was still on a little bit on wobbly legs after the knockdown and kind of going into round 3. Versus Neri just looked like a simple flash knockdown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was a lot. I would say a lot more hurt than in the Neri fight. At least closer to having potentially got knocked out, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Cardenas was awesome. What a showing. Like you wouldn't. I did not expect it one bit, but Pro Box good. Another Pro Box guy steps up, and he may not.
Hell yeah.
He may not have like upset the champ, but he stepped up with a generational an ATG, and he held his own for quite a few rounds, a lot more than anybody would have expected.
They both saved the weekend.
Yeah, I think I want to see a lot more of him. I think Josh, you put it perfectly when you said he's a worthy title challenger. It's just not Inoue, because Inoue's a different beast, completely different beast.
No, like this is like there's like world level contender, but also like this is an all time great.
Yeah, anybody stepping in there right now at 122, this is gonna get fucking smoked, including MJ. But MJ has a good shot. I think he's got a better shot than Cardenas did.
Like if we got Inoue Nakatani right now, I'd love to see Cardenas and Akhmadaliev
That would be nice.
tear it up.
I want to say I want to see him versus Leo. Angelo Leo.
Yeah.
If he moves up to 26.
Great fight. If he does.
He moves up to 26. Yeah.
Well, he's got because Leo came up from 22, just like Fulton did, and I think if Inoue comes up to 126, I think Fulton moves up. See,
Fulton doesn't want that again.
I don't
Oh
think
my
he
God.
wants to get in the ring again with the fucking monster.
Yeah, he didn't even do good the first time. Like at least with Donaire, you're like, okay, Donaire had a good fight, good go the first time. Nope. Nah.
MJ's next though, right? I believe they said in the post-fight
Yeah, it's
interview.
MJ.
Unfortunately.
It's MJ what?
Yeah, MJ then Nakatani,
okay.
right?
Yeah, I believe so. Because they've already... the Nakatani fight, I think, is agreed in principle.
Yes.
Let's hope he wins.
Let's hope we can get a press pass.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Japanese boxing promoters, if you listen to this English podcast, please give us press passes.
Yeah, like we have people out there. I try to... If I can get a point of contact, I can start badgering. If I can badger the right people, I think we can make it happen.
True. Yes, sir.
It'll just take a little
That
bit
would
of
be huge.
buttering. Go to some of the lower cards at Korakuen.
Listen, they listen, man. Like we're given all the positive coverage possible. There's no way we could give bad coverage of that.
Except Turkey. They only give bad coverage for Turkey.
Oof.
Yeah. Unless Turkey promotes it, in which case, like, yeah, no, it's only bad coverage for you.
Forever. You signed a deal with the devil.
Forever. Oh yeah.
Anything more for Inoue?
He saved the boxing weekend.
He did.
I honestly, I'm gonna be honest, dude. I almost did
He
not
saved the
watch
boxing
fight.
year so far.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that's true because you know what? For like a couple weeks, we were just saying like this little weekend was gonna be a good boxing weekend.
It's gonna be elite. I thought it was gonna be an elite weekend.
Fuck no. Well,
No.
except one day.
Fuck
It's the day
no.
of elitists. Top rank strikes again. The old dog doesn't learn new tricks, but you know what? It's the broken clock is still right twice a day.
Oh man.
Go Bobby. Love Bob Arum.
Oh Bob Arum, bro. Still at it.
Still got it.
He still got it.
I actually I got a question. Do you think Inoue becomes more popular because of that fight in the United States?
Yeah, you got the
like,
highlights. That fight's a fun fucking, like, always having a fun fight with a bunch of highlights is conducive to getting a bigger profile. Although with Inoue, like, I feel like if you like boxing in any capacity, you know.
Absolutely. You know who he is. Anybody
Yeah,
like,
should know who he is.
If you like boxing, like, you have someone who...
I'll tell you, if Inoue was a stinker this weekend, though, 10 times worse, honestly. If Inoue was also a stinker. I mean, imagine four, not just three, but four Shakur Stevenson, Inoue, and Los Santos type fights at the same weekend. Oh my god.
I'd die.
I would honestly have to, like, kiss the ass to the UFC people. Like, at least, like, one little kiss on the cheek. Probably the left.
It's really specific.
You know what? Guys, for the people that also watch the UFC podcast, a certain podcast guy named Isaac, a podcaster named Isaac, in the chat, he actually said that he thought that Canelo was gonna knock out Skull.
And it was a cert.
So
it's a fair observation if you didn't know how most Cuban fighters fight.
Well, no, I'm just saying that just to fuck around with Isaac. Be silly.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't believe he thought that, bro.
I forgot something he had said about Jaime Munguia and Bruno Soras. He had said that Munguia needs to get it back because that was a really bad knockout. And that
was a really bad knockout.
This doesn't cut it. This isn't a good enough win to say you.
I think it's any win.
Any?
I think for McGee, for that type of loss where it's just a flat freak knockout where like you literally just didn't have your hands up at all, like yeah.
Any win is fine.
I agree.
Any win is fine. Cause it's not like Soras outclassed him or anything. He just
won for one shot.
He was getting outclassed,
just got hit.
And then he got the good shot.
Yeah.
All right. Now, anything more for Inoue? Because it's pretty light. I was expecting that those three cards.
Fight of the year. Fight of the year.
Pro box good.
Pro box good.
Pro box
go
good
Bobby.
for life. Pro
Fuck
box
Turkey.
for life, bro. Fuck Turkey. Pro box for life.
No more fights in Saudi Arabia, I hope.
Hopefully. Previews. May 12th through the 17th. On Wednesday, this will be starting at about 1, 2 in the morning on the West Coast. This is No Limit in Australia. Really, the only name on here is Sam Goodman versus Cesar
Yeah.
Varga.
Yeah.
That's it. That was just
Hey, no,
mention it.
hold on. Johnny Fisher and Dave Allen.
Yeah,
The White Rhino's still at it.
We'll get there.
Oh, right. That's through this card. I was like, hold on. I thought you were talking about all the previews.
No, just wanted to mention
Okay, yeah,
Sam Goodman for the sake of reminding people that he dropped the ball on Inoue twice. You fucking could have been hella paid, and you
Hella paid to die.
Yeah, but he decided
Oh, well.
to keep hard sparring as the fight closed in. Moving to the 17th, Saturday, Matchroom in Middlesex. It's in the UK. Johnny Fisher versus David Allen. Good stuff.
Yay. I don't know. I like two fat guys beating the shit out of each other. So
How did I heard it put some? There's a big boys bumping beef.
basically, well, the first fight. Did you watch the first fight?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's gonna go exactly the same, minus the result.
Allen's gonna get it this time.
Yeah. Just because like they're gonna give Fisher another chance, it's not gonna happen, and they're actually gonna give it to Allen. Like, because if he doesn't stop Allen in 2 tries, like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, Johnny Fisher will relegate himself to
Being the new David Allen.
yeah. Does David Allen retire off of this win? The Bosch over the Bosch
Fuck
guy?
no, he's got like one more in him, one more embarrassing loss.
When you put it like that.
I mean, they've all been embarrassing.
Also on the card, Kieran Conway versus Jerome Warburton, and George Littard versus Aaron Sutton. There's other stuff. I don't really care that much. Sorry, Brits.
Yeah, this is a card that is free for a reason.
Yep.
They're all free. Except fucking for the turkey shit, which I had to pay for.
Marv Nation.
Yep. Moving on. Marv Nation, same day. This one is in Thunder Studios, Long Beach, California. There's a bunch of shit on this one as well. The only thing I really care about, Fernando Vargas Jr. versus Gonzalo Coria. So that's fun.
Fernando better fucking win this.
If this is who I remember, the Gonzalo guy, it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah. Let's see. Do
Hopefully.
I recognize him? Oh, yeah, he lost to Munguia in 3 rounds. Yeah.
Hopefully Vargas wins.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to see Vargas on something that isn't Marv Nation.
Yeah.
His other previous fight, Lizarraga, that was a stinker.
Yeah.
I think Fernando Vargas should get this done pretty handily.
Oh, yeah.
Moving to 360 Promotions, this is the last card on the weekend. From the bottom up, Omar Trinidad versus Alexander Espinoza. That's a featherweight fight. Mizuki Hiruta, aka Mimi. She's the anime-looking chick. Has all the weird costumes and stuff. So that's.
I actually like the costumes.
I do
the
too.
costume.
I think
it's
they're
fun.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah. And that's for the WBO super flyweight title. Ooh, shit. I think Gabby's getting in your neighborhood there.
Gabby.
Yeah.
Gabby.
Yeah, Gabby's one division below.
Well, you know what? Could be a good fight. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Definitely, like, in Fundora, like, it's a good, like, 70-30 in Fundora's ballpark, but not much competition for Fundora, so...
Take counter out.
Yeah. No, should be fun.
And Sergey Bohochuk versus Mikhail Fox. That should be a good time.
Is this the Mikhail Fox I'm thinking of?
Probably.
UFC fight.
This is.
He fought
A
Meat
UFC
Machine.
fight. Yeah, that's the one I remember.
He also fought Shojahan Ergashev, if you remember him.
Yeah.
Bohochuk being on a fight like this at the card, it's kind of sad. They screwed him over.
Well, that's what happens when you sign with a lower level.
Yeah, you gotta make better choices in your management.
So I'm curious, how would you sign with a big promoter?
Do like Bohochuk, how he has, I don't know how his deal is structured, but pretty much wait it out or fight it out, and then
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm sure, like, not here. Like, I feel like Pro Box is perfect. This is like the perfect Pro Box moment.
it would be nice if
Right?
360 got off a fucking Fight Pass.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
Like if you have to pick between 360 or Pro Box, like,
I'm watching
Pro Box, you're guaranteed getting another shot sometime if you keep going. 360,
Actually, they have some ass guys in Pro Box.
like, he would whip some ass on Pro Box and then get another shot. And if not, Pro Box doesn't pay that bad.
Probably better than 360 promotions, I think.
Yeah, because you're like, you're living off of, like, UFC residuals at that point. Like, you're cooked.
Not Freddie Roach. Lamar Roach was from Pro Box.
Yep.
He beat Tank Davis. Pro Box
Yeah.
good.
I mean, fuck, Cardenas was a Pro Box guy. We just saw.
Angelo Leo's a world champion.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wasn't who else was a pro? No, Shacky Fox was a Showbox guy, not a Pro Box guy.
Anything more for the previews?
Nope.
We're all good.
All right, let me do this. You've been listening to the Boxing B-Sides, a Lux Media production. If you're just dying to tell us how fucking casual you think we are, you can be a duck and text the anonymous line 833-589-7637. If you want to stand on your business, leave a voice message or send a voice note in WhatsApp. And if you're entertaining enough, you might make the final cut of the show. 833-LUX-PODS. If you prefer to hit us up on social media, the account name is LVX Media Net. That's all one word, and it's on the same on YouTube, Instagram, Blue Sky, all the rest of that bullshit. If you can't find us, chances are we're not on it. If you want to get yourself hooked up with ad-free versions of the episodes and you want to help us out a little bit in the process, look us up on Patreon. LVX Media Net over there, just like everywhere else. Even if you don't sign up on Patreon, you can still help us out by checking out the ad sponsors. You can also help by giving us a rating and a review on whatever app you're listening on. And don't forget, shop.lvx.be. You can snag yourself some threads and help us out there too. Intro and outro music by Middle of Nowhere Beats. And for more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lvxmedia.net. For the outro stuff, parting words.
Fuck turkey. I love
Pro
Bob.
Box good. Pro Box good. Fuck turkey.
I prefer BLTs.
No more bullshit in Saudi Arabia. I don't want to see any more fucking Riyadh bullshit.
Yeah, like, could you guys buy out a different sport, man? Like, go buy baseball or something.
Honestly, the thing is that they give us a lot of shit, but they give us it's just shit. It's not giving us a lot of shit.
It's just shit. They're giving us shit.
They're giving us shit. It's horrible. It is downright horrendous. Let's go, Bobby. Let's go, Ali. I love them. They should work together more. Fuck Turkey, bro. Also, fuck Ryan for losing to Rolly Romero. I love Ryan, but dude, what the hell are you doing, man? Come on.
What do we do? Yeah.
All right. If that's all you got, then that's all this for this edition of the Boxing B-Sides. We'll see you on the other side of fucking Meanie Hiruta. That's the one I'm going with.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.